Hello and welcome to our channel. The conflict in the Middle East has taken a dramatic and tragic turn. 3 American service members have been killed in action, with 5 more seriously wounded, as part of Operation Epic Fury, the joint U.S.-Israeli military campaign against Iran that began Saturday and entered its second day on Sunday, March 1, 2026. U.S. Central Command made the somber announcement this morning, confirming these as the first U.S. fatalities in the escalating war. Several others sustained minor shrapnel injuries and concussions, and are being returned to duty. Out of respect for the families, CENTCOM withheld identities until next of kin are notified, 24 hours after notification. The exact circumstances remain unclear, but the deaths likely stem from Iran's intense retaliatory strikes on U.S. military bases across the region, which have targeted installations in Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, the UAE, Jordan, and Iraq since the initial attacks. This comes amid confirmation that Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was killed in the opening salvo of U.S.-Israeli strikes on Saturday, strikes that targeted his compound in Tehran, along with other senior figures like Armed Forces Chief of Staff Syed Abdulrahim Musavi and potentially President Masoud Pezeshkian. Before and after satellite imagery shows severe damage to Khamenei's residence, with black smoke plumes and structural devastation. Iranian officials called the killing of their decades-long leader crossing a very dangerous red line, vowing revenge. A transitional council has formed to lead the country temporarily, with Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi stating a new supreme leader could be selected in days or even 1 to 2, per constitutional procedures. President Donald Trump, monitoring from Mar-a-Lago, described the operation as ahead of schedule in a CNBC interview, calling Iran's regime one of the most violent in history, and insisting the U.S. acts for the world. He hailed street celebrations in Iran, videos showing people cheering Khamenei's death, and even in Los Angeles, saying, "It's fantastic." Trump urged Iranians to take over your government once strikes end, framing this as their chance for freedom after generations under theocracy. He warned of potential American losses but portrayed progress positively. Israel intensified attacks Sunday, with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announcing from Tel Aviv's Defense Ministry rooftop that forces are pounding the heart of Tehran with growing intensity, set to increase further. Netanyahu praised Trump and U.S. cooperation, calling it a crushing blow to the terrorist regime after 40 years of hope. He acknowledged painful days for Israel from Iranian hits but extended condolences to victims' families. Iran's retaliation has been fierce and widespread. Fresh missile and drone barrages targeted Israel and U.S. allies across the Gulf. In Beit Shemesh near Jerusalem, an Iranian missile scored a direct hit on a residential building, specifically a bomb shelter under a synagogue, killing 9 people who sought refuge there. The shelter collapsed, with rescue crews digging through rubble for survivors, nearly 30 injured, including 2 seriously. Scenes showed destroyed homes, flames, wrecked cars, and chaos. This marks one of Israel's deadliest incidents in the conflict so far. Strikes hit Gulf nations hard. In the UAE, 3 killed and 58 injured since retaliation began. Debris from intercepted drones caused fires at Jebel Ali Port in Dubai, burning oil tank and U.S. Navy warehouse, Zayed Port in Abu Dhabi, smoke plumes, and other sites. Dubai's Palm Jumeirah saw a Shahid drone crash near the Fairmont Hotel, exploding amid high-rises. Abu Dhabi partially closed airspace, stranding tourists, government covering extended hotel stays. Bahrain's U.S. Fifth Fleet base struck, Qatar's Al Udeid, Kuwait reported 1 dead, 32 injured, Oman's Duqm hit, injuring 1 worker. Erbil Air Base in Iraq showed thick smoke from fires. Iranian strikes damaged air hubs, densely populated areas, and disrupted oil shipments. Maersk suspended Strait of Hormuz crossings, tanker traffic plummeted, with 3 attacks reported Sunday, 1 requiring crew evacuation. Araghchi insisted no plans to close the strait or disrupt navigation at this stage, but marine agencies warn of risks. Tragically, civilian tolls mount. In southern Iran's Minab, a strike on Shajaba Tayyiba Girls' Elementary School, geolocated near a military base, killed over 150 students, death toll rising to 153 per state media, with 95 injured. Video shows rubble, rescue efforts, school separated from base since 2016. CENTCOM takes reports seriously, emphasizing civilian protection, IDF checking claims. Tehran streets quiet after panic, distant explosions heard, people yelled, "Death to the dictator," from windows. Near total internet blackout limits info, connectivity at 4% normal. Global reactions mixed. EU's Ursula von der Leyen called escalation risk real, urging credible transition for stability, spoke with Qatar and Saudi leaders. Oman says Iran open to de-escalation efforts. Senator Lindsey Graham told Iranians, choose wisely. U.S. wants friendship but no occupation, just no nukes or missiles. Senator John Fetterman defended strikes as not illegal war, citing War Powers Act compliance and Gang of Eight briefing. Senator Mark Warner saw no intelligence of imminent Iranian preemptive strike, calling it war of choice, risking faster nuclear pursuit. Oil markets brace. Strait of Hormuz concerns could spike prices sharply when futures open. Emirates suspended flights to Monday, UAE covering stranded tourists. As strikes continue, Israel targeting Tehran missile launchers, defenses, the region teeters. Iran vows vengeance. Transitional Council leads amid mourning. U.S. casualties add gravity. Trump pushes regime change from within. This fast-moving crisis could reshape the Middle East. What do you think? Will it lead to new leadership in Iran or prolonged war? Comment below, like for updates, subscribe, hit the bell. Stay safe, informed. Thanks for watching. More as it develops. See you next time.